Okay, so hello guys, welcome to my channel. Okay, so here we already start our Python bootcamp series. Here we learn Python step by step. Okay, so I have already finished two episode. Okay, so if you have any doubts or if you haven't seen my previous video, then you can go and watch my playlist. I have already mentioned in my uh, description of every video. Okay, so I already have a description for this video also, so you can go there and check it out. Okay, so here I'm going to teach you what variable variables. Okay, so here what is variable in Python. Okay, so variable are fundamental element in programming used to store data. Okay, so variable are fundamental element in programming. Okay, these are the fundamental element in programming used to store data that can be ref- referenced and manipulated in a program. In Python version are created when you assign a value to them. Okay, we will create a variable when we assign value to them. Okay, so it is just used to store a data. So data should be in integer, data should be in float, data should be in string. Okay, and they do not explicit declaration to reserve memory space. The declaration happen automatically when you assign a value to a variable. Okay, so in this video we are going to learn introduction to the variable. I already given you what is the variable are the fundamental element in programming language is used to store a data. Okay, and after this I will teach you declaring and assigning the variable, naming convention, and understand variable types and type checking and conversion, and dynamic typing and practice example of common error. Okay, so here I'm going to share my screen with you. Okay, so you can see here I have created variable that is a. A is used to store a data. Okay, so here 100 is the data. So a assign a equals to 100. A assign 100. Okay, a is the variable and 100 is the data. That is in string. Sorry, that is an integer. Okay, so here I am going to write another code of line. Okay, for declaring and assigning the variable. Okay, so here I'm going to write that is variable. Okay, variable equals to 25 or whatever, 32, 34, whatever, 23. Okay, this is the variable. Age is the variable. Okay, it is used to store 33, 23 here. Okay, because variable are store the data. And here this is the height, HEIGST, height equals to 6.1. Okay, and here I'm going to use another variable that is store the name should be in string. Okay, okay, so I have age, this should be in integer, you can write here, and I have height in float. Okay, and name different data type. Okay, assigning to it into a different variable. Age assign here, height also assign here in height variable, and name assign here. This name Nidhi assign here in name. Okay, this height assign here in height. Okay, now I am going to print this variable. Okay, so here print age. Okay, here I am going to pass age. Print age, print height. We can print all of three, and name here also. Name. This is for height. You can just and this is for name. Okay, so you can see here I'm just printing the variable. Okay, so age equals to 23, height equals to 61, 6.1. Okay, and name is equals to Nidhi. Okay, so these are the variable that store a data. Data should be in integer, floats, or string, or any other data type. Okay, we have. Okay, or you can store data in boolean form, integer, floats, whatever you have. Okay, now I am going to use naming convention. Variable name should be descriptive. They must start with the letter or an underscore. Okay, and contain letter, number, and underscore. Okay, so variable name case sensitive. Okay, so here I'm going to write first element, first name. Okay, that is Nidhi. This is variable. I'm going to use here first and underscore and name. Okay, now I am going to use here last equals to last underscore name. Okay, here I'm going to pass CHOUHN. Okay, so here they must start with a letter. Okay, these are the letters: FIRS and LAS, whatever. Okay, or an underscore. We can start it with letter or underscore, and contain letter, number, and underscore, and it will contain letter, number, or underscore, like this: letter R, number, and underscore, and again number. Okay, this is also variable. Here I am going to assign. Okay, here you can give list, list 5. Okay, so it will assign letters, underscores, and numbers. Okay, now I am going to print bell these things. Okay, print first name, print last name, print list 5T. Okay, okay, so you get output like this. Now valid variable name. These are the valid variable, not invalid. Okay, and I already show you we can create a variable by using underscore, letters, and numbers. With letter we can create a variable by using letter or an underscore, or you can you can use letter with number and underscore, like this. Okay, or I can also use one thing: age student, age student equals to true. Now you can print this also. Okay, so this will give you response in boolean. We don't need to print it. Okay, I'm not going to write here anything. I will show you step by step. Okay, so here after this, first name is Nidhi and last name is Chauhan. Okay, and each student equals to true. Okay, after this you can check here. We have invalid variables name. Okay, you can see here I have age. We can't start variable name like this. Okay, we can't use at the rate or any operator like this. Okay, in starting of the variable name. Okay, or we can't use any hyphen. Okay, and we can't use number before the variable. Okay, we can use number like this in middle or in last, but not use number before it. Okay, so it will give you error, invalid decimal literal. Okay, here you can see case sensitivity. Here name in small letter Nidhi and name and capital letter. Okay, so Python is case sensitive. Case sensitive. Okay, and name in small letter and name in capital letter means we have two different variable. Okay, I hope you got it. Now understand the variable type. Age equals to 25. I just need to copy this. Age equals to 23. Height equals to 6.1. Name is Nidhi. Okay, so you can see here this number is integer. This is a whole number. Okay, it is complete number. Okay, that's why I called it whole number. Okay, and this is a incomplete. Okay, so we can say it float. Okay, and here you can see name equals to Nidhi. Okay, so this is a string, and here I'm going to print everything. I already printed print everything. Okay, here another thing I just need to take is student equals to Nidhi. Okay, it is in string. Oh, not in string. Yeah, Nidhi is string. What this is in age student equals to true. Not Nidhi here. This is true. Okay, so this is the bool. If you are going to use true or false, it's mean we have data type bool. Okay, so it will give you answer in true or false by using bools. Okay, so now I am going to print. I'm just going to print one thing. Okay, not every line. I'm not going to print for every line. I'm just going to print for name. Okay, so here you can see I'm going to print name. Now I am going to check its type. Type means what kind of data we have. It will show you type of data. Okay, so name, you can see here I'm going to print type of name, so it will give you str means I have variable name equals to Nidhi that is in a string. Okay, so it will give you type of uh, data, like what kind of data we have. Python is dynamically type of a variable is determined at a runtime. Okay, so Python can determine it's a type during the runtime. Okay, here you can see again check type checking and conversion by using type, and here I'm going to check type of height. I'm just taking height, so it will give you float. Okay, and now again type conversion and checking. Okay, so type Karma and check in. I have already finished here. Okay, now I'm going to take age equals to 25, print. I'm going to print its type of age. Okay, so age in integer, that's why it is printing integer. Okay, in type conversion, I'm going to write age underscore str. Okay, and in age should be in str. Now I am going to print age strs. Okay, and I'm going to print its type. Okay, so here I'm just printing age string. Okay, so I got 25, and here I'm going to print its type. So it will show you here str. Okay, you can see here I have str here in terminal. Okay, now I am going to move with another variable that is also 25, age equals to 25. I'm just going to use quotes, double quotes, single quotes, whatever. Okay, now I'm going to print type of it. I'm going to convert it in integer. Okay, because it is in string, because I have quotes, double single quotes or double quotes. Okay, so I have quotes, so it is in string, a is in string. Okay, so here I'm going to convert this type in integer. Okay, so here what I got integer. Okay, like if you are going to print age here, initially we have in a string, uh, check its type. We have age in string, and here I'm going to convert its type in integer, so I got integer here. Okay, now you can see name equals to Nidhi. Okay, and I can check name should be an integer, so it will give you invalid literal integer. Okay, so this is not an integer because we already have this into a string format. Okay, now I am going to write another variable that is height. Okay, height equals to 5.11, and I'm going to check its type. Type equals to HEIGST height. So height is in float. Okay, now again I'm going to check. I'm going to convert this into a integer. Okay, so float height. I want to convert this float height into a integer height. Okay, so I got 5.0 here. Okay, now I'm going to move in dynamic typing. Okay, Python allow the type of a variable. Python allow the type of a variable to change as the program executes. Okay, so here I'm going to write variable name that is var equals to 10, and it is in integer. Okay, I'm going to print this variable and type of variable. Okay, here you can see I have variable 10. Okay, and type of variable is integer, class of variable is integer. Okay, again I am going to write another thing. Okay, variable equals to hello, and here I'm going to print variable comma type, and here I'm going to pass variable. Okay, so I you can see here I have hello, variable equals to hello, and variable type, what is type of this variable? Hello. So this is in a string. Okay, so its class is string. I hope you got it. Now again I'm going to use another number that is in float 3.14. Okay, now I am going to print it. Okay, so I got 3.15 the 14, and its class is in float. Okay, so I have variable in float. Okay, now I move in next line. Okay, I'm going to create variable again, that is age. Okay, age should be in integer or input. Input means user can input, user can enter here. Okay, so user can enter its his age. What is the age? Okay, and print age comma type. Okay, what is the type of age? Like it is in float or it is in a integer. Okay, like age equals to integer input. Input means here I need, you can see here the one dialog flow. What is the age? Please confirm or escape to cancel. Okay, so here I just need to write like 30, enter. Okay, so here you can see this will give you 30 and class of it integer. Okay, so you, if you want to rerun again, okay, so here I'm just writing 13.5. Okay, so it will give you error invalid literal for integer. Okay, because I already given here int age should be an integer. Okay, it will not take any float number. Okay, so here you can see age equals to input. Okay, and age should be an integer, and here you can enter your age. Okay, and this is your response. Now after this I'm going to create one calculator. Okay, so here I'm going to write one variable that is number one. Number one equals to float. I'm going to pass input. Here I'm going to write enter first number. Again I am going to create another variable that is number two. Okay, enter second number. Okay, this is for first number and this is for second number. We can enter two number, first and second. Okay, here I'm just asking for sum. Sum equals to number 1 and number 2. Number 2, this one, this variable, and number 2 is this variable. Okay, we am going to calculate sum of both number. Okay, and difference of these number 1 minus number 2. Okay, we can calculate difference of these number 1 and number 2 here. Okay, if you want to product, then you can write another variable that is product. Here I'm going to multiply both number 1 into number 2. Okay, and here if you want to use, if you want to divide, then you can use another variable quotient. Here I'm giving number 1 divided by number 2. Print. Oh, where is it called? Okay, I'm going to print sum. Okay, sum of all numbers, number 1 and number 2. I need to print everything. Print difference, print multiplication, print division. Okay, so we can print these things. I just need to print difference. Okay, so this is the basic simple calculator. Okay, so first of all you need to enter number 1 and number 2. Okay, and you just need to see sum of these numbers, sum of different, sorry, difference of these number, product of these number. And here I'm going to run this. Okay, it is asking you enter the first number. I am giving here 2. Okay, I'm just going to enter. Again it asking for second number, enter second number. You here you can see, so I'm going to write 4. I'm just going to enter. Okay, so this will give you sum of numbers. I got 6, difference of number I got -2, product of number 8, and quotient 0.5. Okay, I hope you got it. This is a simple calculator. Okay guys, is there anybody who have any doubts?